I am amped up and I just love being here. So I hope you guys are having a great time. And we have one more experience. It's going to keep getting better. So we have our last speaker. And I am so honored to bring her to the stage. Can everyone give a big round of applause for Lynya Floyd? Lynya. I don't know, I like to sing people's names sometimes.
Love that.
It's like How I Met Your Mother. If anybody watched that, his one thing that annoyed his friends was he liked to sing everything. That's me. But welcome. It's such an honor to have you here.
The honor is entirely mine, but thank you for that.
Yeah. And how fun to get to go after like getting to receive this whole time.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. All right. Please welcome our grand finale speaker, the remarkable Lynya Floyd. With an impressive background as an award-winning journalist and media coach, Lynya has honed her expertise in helping individuals embrace the spotlight and shine in any professional setting. And I'm pretty sure every woman in this room is ready to shine in their whole lives right now. In this captivating session, she will unveil her powerful 3P framework designed to empower you to overcome any fears or hesitations when it comes to visibility opportunities. Who would like that? Yes, please. From conquering social media to commanding boardroom presentations and even national media appearances, Lynya will guide you to step boldly into the spotlight and give it your all. Get ready to witness a transformative experience as she equips you with the tools to glow up the next time you show up. Get ready to be inspired. Welcome, welcome. Everybody give her a huge round of applause. We are so happy to get to experience your magic, Lynya.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Melissa. I deeply appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who is joining us here today, each and every one of you. I know that time is one of our most valuable assets. So I really appreciate so many of you showing up today to spend time here with us this evening. And thank you to Melissa for my beautiful intro. I am going to be sharing some secrets with you, of course, about how to shine. But I'm going to start off by telling you a story about a time when I did not shine. So when I first started my career in magazines, I got really good at doing one thing. And that one thing was saying no. And I really wish that this was a story about what a boundary boss I was way back when, but that is not what I am telling you a story about. And it is not to say that I did not show up and do the work, put my head down, and just get as much done as I could at the magazine that I was working at. However, this is a story about saying no to stepping up to my time to shine, and I'm going to explain. So early in my career, I was an editor at 17 magazine. And if I said that and you thought glitter and hot pink lipstick and like fun fashions crossed your mind, just like drop a heart or a star or a smile in the chat. So I know that you guys vibed with the magazine when you were younger. It was such an exciting place to be. I can't even begin to tell you. Imagine a workplace where you have to like turn sideways to make it down the hallway because there are racks and racks of prom dresses on either side of you because it's about to be prom season. Or you get called into the conference room because there's a meeting and you get there and there's like a boy band singing there. So it was an incredible experience getting to work there. And I was so grateful because I got to speak to over 2.1 million teenage girls across the country every single month. And I was focused on health. So they would send in, this was pre-internet massive boom. So they were sending us their questions about everything, how their body was changing, problems they were having at home, how to ask out a boy, did they do something that could have gotten them pregnant, all of that stuff that you can imagine. They had all of these problems and they were bringing them to me, the health editor, to help them solve it. But at 17, we had a problem of our own. And that problem had to do with competition. It's something that a lot of us know about as entrepreneurs. The industry was changing. There was a tremendous amount of competition, and 17 was not the only teen magazine on the block, or it wasn't even one of a handful of teen magazines. We had so much competition. There was Teen Vogue, there was Cosmo Girl, there was Elle Girl, there was YM, there was Jump, there was Sassy, and there was the juggernaut that was destined to become crowned homecoming queen, Teen People. We were so worried about teen people coming after our audience. And so we had to deal with this problem of competition. And one of the solutions to that problem of competition was getting more present in the media. And I know that might sound really weird. It's like, but you were media. Why did you need media? We absolutely needed more attention on the magazine. We wanted to be on television. We wanted to be in print, having other magazines talk about us or newspapers talk about us. We wanted to be on the radio, right? We wanted people to know about the amazing work that we were doing so that they would come to the magazine and increase our subscribers. Yes, we did fashion, we did makeup, we did the how to ask a guy out, but we were also having these incredible partnerships with national organizations that were helping us have a deeper impact. We were organizing workshops where we actually went to high schools to do hands-on work and teaching, helping teenagers across the country. We were doing award-winning stories that we wanted to make sure no one missed about very serious issues for teenagers across the country. But for those things to happen, it meant that we needed our staff to do media. We needed people on staff, editors on staff, going out and doing television interviews, doing radio interviews, doing the whole 9 yards. Now, I'm going to ask you all a question, and that question is, do you ever think about, or do you have those moments at work, at a previous job, where you can think about a person who always came by your desk or came by your office and either was a great thing or was something that stressed you out? It was like the boss in Office Space who comes by asking for the TPS reports. Like, does anybody remember that feeling? Because that is a feeling that I absolutely associate with working at 17, because even though there was all this amazingness, I also had a frequent visitor to my office, and it was our publicity director. And it's I'm so in my body with the feeling, because I remember exactly what my office looked like, how it was set up, what I would feel like sitting in my chair and typing at my computer, and out of the corner of my eye over here, I could see her silhouette standing in the doorway to my office. And I always knew what was coming next. She was only there for one reason. It was never, hey, Lynya, how was your weekend? It was always going to be, hey, Lynya, can you do TV on Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning show? Now, I know that when a lot of entrepreneurs hear me tell this story, they're like, this is amazing. Media just landed right at your feet. You didn't even have to do anything. Yes, it is amazing when these opportunities land right at your feet, when you are ready for your time to shine. It is amazing when you get these opportunities, when you've decided to step out and step up. But when you're not ready to shine, when you don't have the tools, it is a missed opportunity. And when you're not ready, like I wasn't, you sit at your computer and you think of every possible excuse that you can give this person as to why you cannot take advantage of that opportunity, right? Why you can't prioritize getting into the media, why you can't prioritize spreading your message to get more subscribers, more customers, more people talking about you, why you can't devote time to that. So for me, I would think of everything. Oh my gosh, I've got a family event this weekend. Oh, I really wish I could do it, but we're working on this huge package and I couldn't possibly divert time away from working on this story to appearing in the media. Oh, I'm not really feeling well today. Could somebody else do it? I wasn't thrilled to get these incredible opportunities. I was terrified to get these opportunities. For me, the problem was fear. And the solution was, I wasn't sure just yet. I was just in that massive 75% of people who have these public speaking fears and don't know what to do about them. I was swimming in this ocean of what if waves, right? What if I freeze up while I'm on television? What if I make a terrible mistake in something that I say? What if I embarrass myself or the organization as a whole? What if I totally blow this opportunity? It was endless wave after wave of what ifs that kept crashing up against me. And I just came up with so many reasons not to do it instead of focusing on reasons to do it. And so I never got those opportunities when I was at 17. They came to me, but I was not ready to take advantage of them. And so, like a lot of us, I was being presented with a moment to shine, and I was slowly backing out of the spotlight. I know that I'm not alone in this. Please drop a heart if you know what I am talking about into the chat. I feel like every single one of us has experienced those moments in our life when we're presented with that opportunity to shine and we start doing the backing away. We are being asked to show up as a different, stronger, brighter, fuller, better version of ourselves, but we just don't know how to harness that desire and turn it into action. And by the way, I'm not just talking about being in the media. Like, I'm sure people here have had opportunities to do that or have wanted that and wondered if they'd be able to shine in those arenas. But it could be absolutely any moment that you've been given to shine. It could be a sales call that you are being called to shine during, or a pitch deck that you're doing, or a networking event, or unveiling a new course that you have, or writing a book, or appearing on a virtual or in-person stage. I love the story that Mo told at the very beginning of this event. We all have these moments in time that come to us when we have these opportunities to shine and we kind of back away from them. Now, I will tell you that it wasn't until my next job in magazines that I was able to own my time to shine. And as soon as I was hired by that next job, the woman who hired me said, "Hey, we're going to pair you up. We're going to give you a media coaching session." I was like, "Wait, what's that? That sounds great. What's that?" And I had this amazing opportunity to get coached about, this is what you need to do if you want to appear on television and give a great interview for a newspaper or a magazine or radio. And it was incredible. After that, I was unstoppable. I was on NPR, I was on Fox, I was on the Dr. Oz show. I got flown to LA to do a segment for a TV show. I was on the Today Show multiple times. I was confident in any room, in front of any microphone, in front of any camera. And what's more, I had the opportunity to increase the visibility of the outlets, the magazines that I work for, and my own visibility. And ultimately, this led to me becoming a media coach because I realized how powerful this is, how powerful these tools are, how powerful this knowledge is. Now, I know that we don't have unlimited time today, so I can't tell you absolutely everything that I learned in just one coaching session or over the years of appearing out on television and getting quoted in magazines, but there are a couple of tools that I really want to share with you today. I use them with my clients on calls. I share them with my students, and you will be able to use these 3 tools to get started so that you can own your time to shine. The very first, there are 3 P's. So the very first P that I want to share with you is purpose. And what I want you to be thinking about is leaning into your purpose. Now, I know that as entrepreneurs, we hear a lot about this, right? What is your why, right? What is your purpose? And maybe we start to get a little tired of it, but I cannot tell you how important it is to not brush this question aside. Keep asking this question, tie it into your purpose, but also ask variations on that question, right? What does stepping out of the spotlight make possible for you, right? Why are you doing that? Because you don't have to face your fears, because you don't have to be uncomfortable, because you don't have to challenge yourself, right? But what does stepping into the spotlight make possible? How can you harness your purpose for that, right? What are the genuine, lasting connections that you're going to be able to create by owning your time to shine? What is the inspiration that you're going to be able to pass along? What is your capacity to be able to touch other people's lives by stepping into the spotlight and by owning your time to shine? How are you going to be able to create an incredible ripple effect by owning your time to shine? Now, when I was at 17, my purpose was, hey, we got to stand head and shoulders above our competitors because it's getting fierce out here. And I want people coming to us because I want these teams coming to us because we've got the best information and I want to help them. So yeah, there was some competition there for myself, for my coworkers, for the company as a whole, but it was also about exponential reach. One of the most powerful things that media can do is to create this ripple effect, to multiply the number of individuals that you are able to touch with your message, putting that megaphone to your message, as I like to say. And there was enjoyment in it. Once I got the tools, once I knew what to do, what to say, it was actually enjoyable. They say that fear is excitement without the breath. I was able to breathe into these experiences and actually enjoy them. And that made it so incredible. I'm enjoying talking to all of you now. I'm so grateful that you are all here. All right, the second P stands for preparation. So what is it going to take for you to be able to knock it out of the park the next time you get an opportunity to shine? Right? At 17, I got help, or after I left 17, I got help working with a media coach. That's what it took for me to knock it out of the park. That's what it took for me to shine, right? That's what people come for me. People come to me today for that. People will reach out to me, they'll email me and they'll say, I'm going to be on the Today Show. I know you've done it a bunch of times. I need your help. Or I have to write a story. I know that you've written thousands. I'm excited about this opportunity. I don't want to mess it up. I need your help. I'm going to be so busy, promoting my book. I need your help with that, right? So what you need to think about when it comes to preparation is who can help you? Who do you need to reach out to? Who's in your community already? Who's about to be in a community that you can join that can help you? And what is it that you need them to do? Do you need advice? Do you just need a pep talk? I was going to a networking event the other day and I texted my circle and I was like, I need a pep talk right now. It's the end of the day. I'm tired. I need some yay, rah, rah rallying. I need some pom-poms, right? It's not always that we need somebody to tell us how to do something, but sometimes we just need people to cheer us along. And here's one thing that I really want to encourage everyone to do when it comes to that preparation. I want you to schedule in success. What am I talking about when I say schedule in success? I mean, put in your calendar what you want to happen. Please know that in my calendar, in addition to tonight's incredible event, is a little note to myself that I am going to glow during my presentation tonight. Or if I'm doing a podcast, there is a note in my calendar that says, knock this podcast out of the park, right? So schedule in the success that you want. It could be a love note to yourself. It could be that you are reminding yourself to reach out to that support system that's going to help you knock something out of the park. But I find that whenever I put something into my calendar, that's where the magic happens. So I try to do that as much as possible. All right, third P stands for persistence. All right, there's a quote from Aisha Tyler that I really like. It's that success is not the absence of failure, it's the persistence through failure. So I'm not trying to imply that I knocked it out of the park the second I got on my first television interview after doing the media coaching. It was through trying and trying and trying again and being persistent and keeping at it and leveling up every single time that I was able to get an opportunity, doing the work of watching myself, which I know can be really painful for people, or listening to the podcast interview that I did and figuring out how I was going to step it up the next time. Now, I do want to say it's not easy. Persistence is not easy, but it definitely pays off when you stay at it. And I'm going to end by telling you a story about a slightly less sexy magazine that I worked at before I got to 17. So I actually started my magazine career working at a magazine. It was not a women's magazine. All the other places that I worked, Glamour, Essence, Parenting, Family Circle, all women's magazines. And I started my career working at an antiques magazine in Soho in New York City. And the whole reason why I was there is like, I just need to get experience in this industry so people see that I'm serious and I'm going to work really hard at this antiques magazine and learn an extraordinary amount about Tiffany glass and Beau Brummels and all the things that you can imagine would be in the magazine. But I also freelanced on the side at night. Right, always having a side hustle. And I was I was pitching myself to a women's magazine, a story that I thought would be absolutely perfect for them. And I sent the pitch in and I heard nothing for like a week or two. And I sent a little reminder, hey, did you get my email? And I heard crickets. And I sent another reminder, crickets. And I said, I know that this is gonna, I believed, I was like, I know this is the perfect idea for them. I have to follow up at least one more time. I cannot let this go. And the very last time, I decided to pick up the phone. So I picked up the phone and I called the editor that I had been emailing, but I did it after 5 o'clock, or I did it when I thought that they wouldn't be around. And I was floored when on the 5th or 6th ring, they actually answered the phone. And I was like, this is it. This is my time to shine. And I took a really quick breath and then I went into my blurb, right? Oh, I don't know if you've gotten my emails, but I've been sending you pitches that I think would be absolutely perfect for your magazine. Here's what it was about. Would love to tell you more. Do you have a second now? And she said, oh, Lynya, I've been getting your emails. I think that they're great. I've just been on a location shoot and it was some exotic place. I can't remember. And we just got back. I would love to connect with you. I'm going to have my assistant call you tomorrow. And I was ecstatic. But what if I had stopped after the first email? Or what if I had stopped after the second email? I might not be in the same place that I am right now. I might still be at the Antiques magazine, right? So persistence definitely pays off. This was how I got my first piece published with my name on it in a magazine. And I encourage everybody that I work with, stay at it, stay the course, keep being persistent. Before I leave you, I want you to think about a time to shine that you are going to have in the next few weeks. Again, it could just be that you really want to shine on your next sales call. It could just be that you really want to shine at the next networking event that you go to. It could be the pitch deck. It could be anything, but think about that next opportunity that you are going to have to shine in the workplace. And I want you to think about those 3 Ps. What is the purpose of that event? What is the purpose of that moment? How are you going to prepare so you really can shine in that moment? Do you need that pep talk? Do you need somebody who's been there, done that in your circle that can help you through it? And where will you be persistent in the pursuit of that shining? All right, tonight was my time to shine with all of you, and I'm so grateful that you were here with me. I am now passing that shine, passing that spotlight on to you. Do with it as you will, but I hope that it does turn into a supernova, and thank you so much for being with us here.
My gosh. I feel like everyone needs to get off and cheer.
Fabulous.
I'm like, so great.
Beautiful.
I'm going to give you a standing ovation. There we go.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.